You have to move me away. It's very easy for me to get into your house, go into your bedroom, and find in the third drawer, I don't know, Victoria's Secret or something, you know? What's this? You know what I mean? You have to say, go up a drawer. You know what I mean? You have to kind of guide me because, you know, I'm curious, you know, as to what's going on. So the first thing I'll do is my best is, like a blind person reads Braille, I'm going to read your energy if I can. Sometimes you have those unwanted pop-ups, you know what I mean? Spirits just come in, and that's the end of your psychic reading, you know what I mean? So I'll do my best to give you a psychic reading and then a spirit reading, even though you came for one. I'll give both, and then we'll process from there, okay? So that's the first thing I'm going to do, okay? You ready? And then,
I got it. Thank you.
yeah, have fun, all right? So here we go. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. And thank you again for being, you're making my job easier, okay, for everybody else, for show and tell here, all right? All right. So, here we go. Just, let me just take you and move forward. And as I do, I'm also coming to now the month of December. That holds a significance in your life. Could be a birthday, could be an anniversary. What a month, you know what I mean? Christmas, holiday, you know, who would want to fall on that? But you do. This holds. I'm also, and I don't hold anything back. I'd rather be wrong, okay? So, but I'm coming up with a son or someone in the family. But I don't have a daughter, I have a son. And he's telepathic, almost coming into this reading, protecting you from me. Okay, but he's just being nice, okay? And I have a dog. The animals come in, like you know, Tom showed up. So I have a dog. So that means you either had one, you have one. If you have one now, he's looking at me saying, you got a biscuit? You know what I mean? And so that's part of this psychic reading, okay? So as you know what's happening here, because you are opening your mind so beautifully for me, these people, just like the question that was asked before, hopefully your son's still with us, you can see that the living is coming into the reading. Okay, very interesting. By the way, you have great penmanship, and I have a spirit guide. So it'd be very interesting if you were a teacher sometime, at some point in your life, because otherwise the spirit guide wouldn't be there, wouldn't show up. Okay, so I get that immediately. And there's something to do with insurance. I don't know if you're focusing on it or you're going to need it or something like that. And again, I don't want to leave anything out. You're doing unbelievable. But I just see all these things, like you're just throwing up all these pictures and you're just doing a great deal of it. Okay, and I have a male spirit also that's coming through. So you remember the 1-step and the 2-step and the 3-step back? This spirit is so close. He has your hand on, he has his hand on your shoulder. So he loves you. This is like you know, someone who's in a, you know, some type of relationship with you, but with you, and I'm getting all goosebumps because he's dumping the truckloads of love into me to pass on to you. So he also gives me flowers to give to you and says thank you. So he's around you. He hears every thought that you think, and you hum. You have a habit of humming. He hears your humming. So hum, hum, hum. He's humming. Oh, he's humming. Okay, so I don't know what that was all about. And he's telling me also he's in the car with you when you drive, and he's not crazy about your driving. Okay? And sometimes he says he actually, even though he's on the other side, he gets out of the car when you take a turn because he figures he's going to be on another side. So I think that's kind of comical. All right? So I need you to know he's also inviting the neighbor's spirits over to your house, and they're having a party. So if you're hearing things or you feel things are moving, that's them having a party. And they don't care what time it is, they keep you up. So a lot of this is going on. He's also protecting the children. I actually go down to another generation too. And he's telling me to tell you, I don't know, he thinks I'm a good guy. He thinks I'm just swell, by the way. And he's actually saying that I'm his buddy and would I like a tour of the house. You know what I mean? So that's right. So I just need you to know that these things are around you. I'm going to go ahead and let him go, but you're very special, and I know I'm going to see you 100 times while I'm here. So thank you for being here and going through this first time. Thank you very much.
Excellent. That was excellent. Thank you. Teacher for 18 years, by the way, before I came down here.
Oh, is that right?
And my father just passed away, and the last thing they gave him was, no. And her driving is scary. And actually, because you can run faster than I drive. Yes.
Yeah.
So very interesting. Now.
And I do have a son.
And you do? Okay. So So I don't know that, but you,
No, but-
you understand how this works. And this is neat, isn't it? The way this all comes. And you'll get the same thing. It's just, isn't it? Do you see why I want to just keep doing this? Now, I don't know her like that. But now, wouldn't you want to do this 1,000 times more now? You know, I would. I just think this is swell, you know? But you see how you need to keep it intimate, keep it fun, because you really want to have a good time, because the world out there, you know, from $5 is going to $7 a gallon of gas, you know what I mean, in a couple of years. So, you know, we wanted to see what sanity do we have, you know what I mean? So we have this. So I wanted to say to be selective. At the end of your reading, you want to be selective. Don't tell me everything. Like that man. He said, well, you told me never to tell you that I had a son that crossed. And I'd seen him 17 times, 18 times, and I would have then remembered it. But so when his son showed up with a bandana riding a motorcycle around him, I thought it was funny. He was taking this, you know, fine. I said, what's with it? He said, that's why I kept coming, because I knew if I did, my son would show up. I never knew you lost a son. I know Robin, I know your daughter. You know, I never knew you lost a son. She probably said, yep, that's my brother. We lost him on a motorcycle. I said, oh, that's unbelievable. You see why? This is why I do this, because this shows me that I'm doing it right. Because I didn't ask a lot of questions, you know what I mean? But remember now, you also have 2 questions. You can say pass, or I'll ask one now and ask one later. But you can ask the 2 questions too if you want, right now. And what are they about? Anything you want to ask me about, or you can just say pass, I'll ask them later. So what would you like to do?
I'll take my 2 questions.
Go right ahead.
I have 15 years I've had a plan for what I'm going to do when I retire.
Yeah.
Something in the line of being like William Lee's Teeth Moon.
Okay.
I'm hoping that you'll say, if that would be, should I tell you what it was?
No, just frame your question so that you don't tell me anything other than just frame your question to me. The way, perhaps, I think what you're trying to do is, will it work?
Yes.
And the answer is yes.
Oh,
Okay? So don't tell me, because I'm going to see you for a very long time.
good. Okay.
I'll see you 100 times if I'm going to see you once. You may not know that, but I know that. And so I want to know very little about you, so that when you have another reading, I'll say, oh, by the way. And you'll say, I never told you that. But you told me it was going to happen, and it did. See, now we have an exciting relationship.
Right. So if I asked you when I'm going to feel empty nest syndrome?
Well, that is a question. You want to use that as your second question?
Yes, and that's it. Nope, that's my second question.
Okay. Actually, it's in you already. Okay? It's a part of you already. In other words, the pot is on the stove. You know? So and I just need you to know this one part, and this will help you. You're in control of the temperature. Okay? So in other words, you'll be in control of whether it goes right or not. And I need you also to know that whatever you experience is normal. Do you like that word? Okay. So, you know what I mean? So, but it also drives your creativity and your energy. So look at it as a good thing.
Okay.
All right, how's that?
Excellent. Thank you
Isn't that
kindly.
cool? All right?